experiences with these early races, and we are here and ready to go over them with you for a special on I guess that's a Wednesday night for most of us, Thursday midday for some of you. But this is Caulk Talk, and as usual, I am Tyler at MBF Express. We have our producer doing everything he can to get this going, Josh at Grateful Coops.
Thinking it was broken this whole time, and we're 16 seconds in, and I'm like, just like, what?
Oh no.
We did just go live. No.
Okay, this is it.
There we go.
We're made it again.
Take two, ladies and gentlemen, roosters and hens and everything else in between. This is Caulk Talk, and we are having a hell of a time, but we are here to talk about the inaugural day of racing for Chicken Derby. As always, with the Coop Collective is here strong. I am Tyler at MBF Express. Josh is perplexed, and our producer at Grateful Coops.
I'm out of my
man
with
the theories
it's fucking not Sunday night.
The man with the theories is on a heater tonight on Josh's ass. That's Blake at Wada Wada Racing. And Dad is upset with us at Pecking Order Racing. Dave, how we doing tonight, fellas? Actually, Josh, don't answer that.
Good. Did we make it? Are we actually here this time?
We are live.
I'm pretty sure we're live.
We have pulled it off, just barely, guys.
This is a beta show, guys. Okay.
Yeah, we're in beta. Guys, we're in beta. Give us a break.
Deal with it.
Even though my computer's acting wonky, we'll do this. We might link through this one.
Yeah, we were worried about the way that the races were streaming, and on Josh's end, it looked like it was overwhelming the system. So I have control of the screen. I am the captain now, and Josh has to just deal with whatever I do with this screen. But luckily, I don't have anything up besides just the bit 11 scheduled races to show us our breakdown of our first couple races.
Yeah. I just wanted a quick run over. CJ Butterman sent me the floor chart, and yeah, here's what people love to see. We got some green. The green on that screen.
A lot of green.
Lots of green.
A lot of green on that screen. We saw some major bumps in a lot of chickens today. You know, not so much the upper end seems to be about the same, but the Lackenfelder and Dorking floors seem to have been smashed up a little bit. Love to see that. People getting excited about some beta races.
That volume up top looks nice. First couple of big sales in a while.
Wasn't there like a 100 perfection Sultan robot with dig went for 5 ETH.
There was a two ETH bird sold as well.
Yeah, Crypto Poppy got himself a 99 Cerama for
Poppy.
Beautiful. Poppy did it again. And he found out by just being in the chat. And someone was like, "Oh, that just sold." He goes, "Well, I just found out. Thanks." Someone accepted my offer. Hell of an offer to accept on race day, but here we are. And for the most part, I know that for our Aussie friends, it didn't drop at a friendly time, but we had a pretty even and a pretty smooth drop for the first wave. And obviously when second wave came, they identified some problems pretty quickly and decided to shut it down and make some changes. But the first wave went really well. We have a couple races here that we're going to show you guys. There has been $161 that has been thrown out today actually that's just in these 8 races here, including what we have the inaugural, and of course they have this one little race down here in Chile where they went ahead and just did a 4 bird.
Show us some more rows. Why don't you just show us some more rows down there?
Yeah.
No, just open it up. Just take the 10 and bump it up to however many more.
Oh, right.
20? Can you go down to 20?
Yep.
Can we get, there we go, 15.
15.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
beautiful.
There we go.
$317. There we go. Yeah, this is just the beginning, man. This is just where, besides, don't mind all those. That's where that's where it all went wrong here, and that's a problem. They realized, we just ran the same race 6 times, and we probably should shut this down.
Yeah,
that's why the numbers are inflated a little bit as well. Because really, if you take off 5 of those, that'll give you it was like $240 something is what it should be, right?
Yeah, and those 6 races, there was a different winner every time. Wasn't there? Oh, no. One chicken won twice. It was a Dorking, and it won twice. It got 4th twice, and it got 7th twice.
Interesting.
If I remember correctly.
As it's all been set up here. There's our friend Speaker City. That's Wally.
Shout out Wally.
He was lucky to have himself be in all these races and didn't fare so well in some of them. But is this our Dorking right here? 31,905 that won a couple of times. A 90% went ahead and beat a 100. That's a little wild.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, this is, I mean, I know this is going to be a little shocking to some people right off the bat, but also we probably shouldn't be putting too much credence into what we're seeing on this first day.
Let's clarify something as well. Only one in the first run of these races is going to count. But as far from a data standpoint, this gives us an idea of these birds are going to finish in somewhat random orders. I mean, pretty much every time, but there are some semi-consistencies that you can see with certain birds that have higher tendency to finish on the podium than others, right? Mm-hmm. Or certain birds that may finish towards the back in the majority of the races. But again, 1 out of 7 times, I think most of these birds probably finished on the podium.
Yeah, well, for the most part here, Kobe Bean Bryant, which is our 100 Dorking, did pretty well in these races. So, you know, you gotta have to take that and just kind of, we're on to the other one. Yeah. So yeah, every once in a while, something can go wrong. I mean, when you see the times at the end, when they actually break down how like tight these birds typically are at the very end, we're talking milliseconds on a couple of these, like, you know, fractions. So yeah, it's there's some random parts to it, and they still have some fine tuning to do. We know that.
Before we get into racing, do we want to talk about the bird we're going to give away and do that and show that at the end?
Ooh, bird.
Before we forget.
I suppose I'll get it ready.
We'll get the bird.
Not the giveaway. Dave's got to do that. I got to get other stuff, like the link to the chat. Uno momento.
Do you want do we want to show a race, and then while he's doing that on the back end?
Yeah, we could do that. You want to go ahead and just do the inaugural one here? Actually, not the inaugural, the very first one.
The 4 bird race. So for people that may just be watching this for the first time, we've kind of uncovered some little things that'll kind of stand out. This is one of them that a lot of people may not know, but there was looks like a dev race that was done before they even notified us of this opening up. So
yeah, big money race.
4 birds running here for a couple pennies.
What do we got there? 90, 95, 97, 96.
Yeah, right? That went paint by numbers for the most part, with the 90 finishing at the bottom. I think these are the way they finish. Yeah, the positions. So yeah, be careful when you're checking on your races, and you don't want to know. Don't open that up, because you'll find out really quickly.
Yeah, I did that.
Just go straight to watch if you want to make sure you're not getting spoiled.
I kind of think that that's something maybe in the future where they'll give another tab here that maybe say view results or something like that, instead of just doing it to where you can click down. If I had to give
that is pretty smooth. As long as you go to watch, I don't think you'll see it, and we can just go ahead and just run this one and see how we do real quick.
Just so you know, I dropped the link in the chat, and the giveaway is live, people. Go to our Discord, hit the giveaway channel, and click on the emote of the celebration, and yeah, you are in.
Yeah, for our sleeping friends, we're running this one for 24 hours.
Yes.
So those who can't be here live.
Yep, this is how we'll be dealing with the majority of these ones moving forward. And a big shout out to, he's B2 in the Discord chat. His Twitter handle is @BB2_NFT. Actually said, I finally got a Twitter account just because of chickens. So That's awesome. Now, this is really cool. Unsolicited, once again, just coming out and saying, hey, I want to support the community. So huge shout out to you. Thank you for that. This is awesome. You know, another chance to get maybe another newbie in, or maybe finally someone who has been sticking around for a while gets one too. So, all right, without further ado,
let us know how this looks. If this is good, we want to make sure that this is coming through clear for you guys that are on the live stream. So
right, because a lot of the streaming is going to be done by way of Twitch when the time comes, but right now we're still on YouTube. So we're going to see and make sure I have the screen today, because we believe it's going to give us a better result on this. So let's go ahead and click it down, see what happens.
I haven't seen this one in full yet.
White beak out in front.
Early.
This one's white beaks go fast.
They're staying together on this one.
Now that dork down there has that candy comb and waddle, right? Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's got the candy.
That's a
candy dork.
rare.
Oh yeah, chickens are zooming.
He's got the sugar lull.
One thing you'll notice with this,
White beat taking advantage of lead in 30 meters.
The burst.
So that candy dork took a big drop.
Yeah, he fell off.
This is 100.
Yeah, these bursts are interesting because it does.
There's a burst and a slowdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Blake identified that for
wall.
sure. Yep, it looks like it kind of looks like a cone, and it gets it, and they hit there, but
like a shield.
Right. Yeah.
There's the burst. Oh, shield.
Yeah, they're running a little
shield.
funny.
Oh, slow down.
Here he comes.
Burst.
Yeah, when they duck the head and they start cutting through the wind.
Yeah.
30 meters to go. English mustard coming in hot.
He is.
Here
comes
comes
again.
Here comes the everybody getting tight together for the finish.
Candy coming in closer. This one's gonna be close. Whitebeak out in the lead.
Down the neck. Candy comb. Candy comb.
Oh, he went wire to wire. Whitebeak wire to wire.
Look, 4/10 of a second.
Yeah, that's it. Look at that. Actually, these guys tied. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Now that's
on the back end there. How do they determine who gets the winnings there?
Would they split?
Maybe it's a split. Maybe
I have never noticed that.
Maybe going it's down a little to the
1,000th.
Look, the first race we show is controversy.
Okay, both birds belong to the same owner.
That's true. Wow,
fun.
Because it was a 1-2 for Apex.
Love the chicken race song, says Henhouse. Yeah, I do too. I really like. This is what we were hoping for. We were hoping that it'd be something like grooving and ridiculous, and it was exactly that. So. All right, so that was the number one race. That was where we started. That's the one we didn't see, the one they ran for us. And then our very own Pecking Order Racing, Dave, the pride of the Coop Collective, found himself into the inaugural Derby. Favoritism? I don't think
he wasn't racing today.
I wasn't even going to race today. And then I just see Link. Oh, okay.
And this one had the biggest prize winnings of the day as well. I noticed.
It did, yeah.
They had a little bonus on here for the inaugural Derby.
I could have been rich. Not to spoil anything.
Yeah. Wait, what was the name of the place we went to when we were doing our breakdowns of all the different heritage? It wasn't Jim's Farm, was it?
Roy's Farm.
Roy's Farm. It was Roy's.
What a bummer.
Yeah. Roy's Farm.
If only. All right. So, should we get into the inaugural Derby here and see how we end up?
Why not?
This is the number one, and our boy Pecking Order's in there. I feel good about this race for him.
On grass. 100 meters on grass.
100 meters on grass. Let's dive in.
My bird is Jennifer Lopez. She's down in lane 2. She's a 97 dork.
Ooh, that's a good one. We got
world famous Jizz Factory.
Got a classic in there. You got
Jizz Factory is in there. Yep.
His Factory.
All right, this is a tight little race. It was a classic in there.
Yep.
How they gonna
Sultans,
fare?
man. I've seen them. I see them.
The Sultans are having a good day. The Sultans are having a really
There go the
good day.
dorks off the back end.
Jennifer Lopez lagging. Used to.
Jennifer, where did you go?
She's going to the Pine is where she's going.
She's a stunner, not a runner.
Yeah, this is the only bummer so far of these races is just they don't have them tight together, and I know they've identified that, and they're going to try to keep these races a little bit tighter so you see more action. Oh, Jennifer, she's back, looking a little beat up, but she's coming.
So, question for you on my end, as I'm watching it now, mind you guys, as you're watching the stream, this is where Tyler's screen is sharing to me, and I'm putting it out there. Is it slow down for you, like really slow, and then like zoom up real fast? Or is it just how I'm seeing it on my end?
Somebody give us some feedback.
Actually, even me right here, just looking at it on my phone as I'm monitoring the chat, it looks a touch choppy. Oh, and we got a winner.
And we got a loser.
Wait a second. Look at that. My goodness, Dave.
Yeah, I just wanted to check.
Close.
Thank you, Sambo.
Wait, that's yours, right, Dave? Jennifer Lopez?
Let the record show I was officially the first loser of Chicken Derby.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are the biggest loser. Is that a different show?
You need a pope for that. Or what do they call it?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Isn't that what they call them?
Hennifer will be available for breeding. Keep an eye out. 'Cause she ain't running anymore.
If not, she'll be at the Purdue farm in a little while. Maybe
Actually,
the Tendy farm.
Actually, if you want to know the truth, Dave, you should be in the C or a lot closer to C pecking order. You really just need to lose one more time, and then you'll be the only bird in the C pecking order.
Is there a D for Hennifer Lopez?
Yeah, we need to make a special class for her.
She could also just be a U-shaped bird, guys. She either wins or she loses.
No. I'm going to jump to conclusions after one race.
She loses.
I've already decided.
Oh boy,
she must retire.
Yeah, she's past her prime.
All right, so let's put Hennifer out of her misery for now and move on. Sorry about that, Henny. Henny from the block is on the bench. So
Henny from the bench.
All right, so I had a race today. The only one of us that didn't is Josh. Sorry, Josh.
I might have had two. So Josh can borrow one of mine.
I was on the phone with Josh, and he was like, if you get a second race before I get one, I am imploding the Coop Collective. I'm ending this where we stand.
I will burn it down.
All right, so let's jump.
Maybe that's
now
just
to
karma from me talking smack on the people that wanted into beta.
Beta's revenge.
Beta wrecked me. Didn't get me in. Beta cut.
All right, Dave, what was your second one?
I was also in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, and then we know that Blake, you were
in Norway.
Okay, so let's give Dave a chance to redeem himself here. So this is Trinidad Tobago right here. This is you.
That should be the one.
On the dirt. All right, let's see how this goes.
Looks like mud.
It does look like mud, doesn't it? But it's dirt, as you can see. I did the same thing earlier.
Dirt's hard to draw.
Off again.
All right, so I'm down in lane 1 this time with my unnamed Sultan.
Only one named Sultan in here named Sia.
Sia.
We'll see how that goes. What I like is about these different tracks is that it's like I will like we were talking about this before, like being able to really identify which is in which, like having the names would be helpful, and maybe names or icons over each and every one of them may help
that
a
would
touch,
help
or
tremendously.
Yeah, or maybe even just like the lanes identifying what they are, because we're still kind of like guessing. Like if you know what your bird is, you're good. Like, okay, I'm Sia, I know that. I'm in third. Okay, we know that's the Sarama. We got that. But after that, you are just kind of guessing on the numbers and trying to figure it out.
Yeah, you can tell the heritage a little bit by the numbers if you're real good, but that's about all you can sort of narrow it down to. But there goes Sia.
Yeah.
Living up to the name.
Sia, and oh geez, Dave, where are you?
Chilling.
What
number
are you?
No, I'm 3722, I think. I'm
okay. All right, Dave's still
chilling
doing
fifth.
okay.
It's all right.
Not bad.
Two back-to-back late losses for Dave. I would take that.
Got that Sarama out in front.
My early conclusion is that only the last 10 meters matter.
Yeah, here comes the crew.
It's about to be comeback season.
Yep. Here they come.
Look, Sia is fading.
Oh, yeah.
Ran out of gas.
Oh man.
Chugging along.
The eyes drop down a little bit, start to feel it a little.
What kind of eyes are those?
Oh, look at me down in lane 1.
Determined.
Beauty eyes. Those beauty eyes, here they come.
Determined eyes coming in.
Oh
no. 10 meters to go.
Here they go.
Here comes the unnamed Dave Bird. Let's just call it Dave.
The Dave.
Oh, a comeback.
With the pretty size.
Are the legs going the wrong way?
A pretty sizable lead.
Okay. Are my eyes tricking me? Because I was like trying to watch it, and the legs looked like they were running the wrong direction. Not trying to wreck anything, but like I don't know. Maybe it's just because the video is choppy coming through on my end.
Are you high? No, let's do that again.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man,
Josh.
All right,
we need to savor my victory, not talk about your bad eyesight.
I'm sorry. No, but it's like coming through on the video like that too.
So pecking order
worry about
racing is a U-shaped coupe.
Yeah, 1 first, 1/8.
Yeah. Couldn't be more.
Beautiful.
And I will say, as exciting as it is for the comeback bird, I wouldn't have wanted to be Sia's owner watching that race.
No.
Yeah.
Just
you know
out
what?
ahead by a mile and then 7th place at the line.
You think that Sia's owner is going to think that my bird's really good at 100 meters?
You got to be careful because, again, like we thought before, we have no idea yet quite how these are set up, whether it's live or whether it's pre-planned, and we're so early. Like I really just want to like emphasize that is that we are even as we go like into a first week or two of racing, just know that they're going to make changes. Don't make too many rash decisions yet. Just have some fun with these early games, especially, and yeah, there's money on the line, but just have a little bit of fun and make sure that you're not making some overreactions, and we'll start collecting the data and then we'll start really parsing through it.
Why do I keep doing that?
Parse through some more races.
All right. So
yeah. Who's up next?
Now we're up to Norway.
Well, you saving yours for last?
Well, it's the last one on the list.
Of course
it is?
he is.
I don't know. Is it?
It's no, I think,
Okay,
mean,
fine.
I think, okay.
Oh no.
Spoilers.
Oh, spoiler.
Spoiler.
You forgot what track you ran on. That's why.
I did. Yeah. Happy birthday sitting up there in 8.
One thing I'll point out is the namings, and these are pretty good because you have Kanye West and then Tyson, and I just picture Mike Tyson saying Kanye West.
Kanye West.
Yeah, his good friend Kanye West.
Yeah.
Now this
Somehow
is
that
a
came
bummer.
out Cartman, but
This dude, I'm watching this and I'm just like, you're kidding
Oh, yeah,
me.
he
This
takes
dude
off.
is just gonna
this
house
guy,
everybody.
this guy's just ruining this entire race for
He's
everyone.
not slowing
Right now.
down. Seriously, I'm watching this and I'm like, well, this was fun.
Yeah,
This is
he
one of
was
my-
trucking.
This is one of my favorite races to watch though of the day, to be honest though.
Yeah.
I like that there's more birds named. That makes it easier to see. But then
Only 100 meters.
probably got one of the best
I was at 80
finishes.
meters and I was at 90 meters. I was like, you kidding me? And then this little dude shows up.
we're gonna
And
get a
then-
mini map. I guarantee you we're gonna get a little
Yeah.
mini map with
And
the
then
birds.
the wall,
Here it
with
comes.
5 meters to
Oh,
go.
man.
I'm not even
He
on the
j-
screen.
you're not even on the
guys.
screen.
Where you at? Happy birthday.
And
3
there we
meters to
go. There
go.
she comes.
Oh, up in lane 8.
Coming
Oh, he
in
just died.
Long.
for the win.
Oh.
Lost my mind.
Wow.
I actually screamed out loud. I was like, yeah.
One thing I just thought of that they could do when birds are that far ahead and they're gonna slow down, why don't they just make them fall down? Right? Instead of them getting so far ahead in the screen, they could just have
Stumble
them
a little bit.
stumble, fall down.
We could see some
You
new
know?
animations. I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Just imagine that bird getting slapped by a blue egg.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't
And
that
then
blue egg
happy
fall in
birthday
the
just
end?
going,
Actually, you know what? That may in itself be what keeps some of these birds closer together. That's a good point.
Right.
I wonder if the fact that some of these birds are getting so far ahead is really because there's no talents deployed yet. And once talents get deployed, they will ensure that birds don't get that far out in advance.
It's
If that makes
possible.
sense.
Possibly true, yeah.
Because here's the thing. Once again, like we're at a 2-second delay from first to last.
Right.
Not even. It's a minute. It's a second and a half,
Yeah.
basically. So like, I still think that like that
There's-
initial burst from, I guess that was 30:59. It's probably an error. It's probably
Actually-
something they need to tweak.
To be honest with you, there's more action at the end than there is at the front. I would rather see all those birds fighting it over in the positioning and let that bird run off the screen by itself than the other way.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
because based on the races I've watched today, I would feel a little bit depressed if my bird was the one running up front.
Would
Yeah.
it
Because
be?
I know comeback season's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is coming.
Would it
Like,
be
I've not
possible?
seen one hold on to a lead yet. I haven't
No,
watched
you're
all
right.
every
No,
race, but I
no.
haven't seen one hold the lead
No.
yet.
Yeah, if anyone's seen that, let us know. But I don't think I've seen that yet either.
Do you think it would be possible for them to set it to where it could make sure that the majority of the birds are in the screen at the majority of the race? If that
I
makes
think
sense.
that's just a scaling issue. Like I feel like that's possible. I mean, again, I don't know just because I'm a novice with this stuff, but I know they've brought it up and they think it's a problem. They'd like to see that close the gap because it's more exciting. If you go back and watch that again, which we could, but I won't. you'll actually see that like over in the standings, there's a blood fight happening from 8th to 5th. I was in 6th place and 7th and 5th. Like, so there's so much happening and you couldn't see it because, 30-59 took the huge lead. So I think you're doing it a service to the whole animation of what they put together.
Yeah.
If they don't do that. And I think they have that in their plan.
Yeah.
Norway.
And they've done a good job at keeping the finishing times close. I just think they need to tune it so that the split times also stay a little bit closer.
Yep. Good point.
Yeah.
So, but they'll get there. Day one.
Yeah, day one. That's
Day
why
one.
we
This
have closed
fun day
beta so
one.
we can give them this feedback.
Even though they shut it down, it was still a blast to me today. I mean, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if you got in a race, you probably had a lot of fun. Obviously,
I was just excited to see races.
It's really fun winning.
That's how.
Really fun to win.
It's the best high ever, Josh.
All right, here we go. Now let's see how
My stripeless stripe.
Yeah, that's another thing. There's some issues so far of the stripes not showing up and some other things.
So Charles Bockley in lane 7 up there.
No stripes
Orange
yet.
Will.
Who should have black stripes.
See ya.
Apex
is not phased.
Hold on,
Is this on fast forward?
We saw this guy. No, he's a Blazer.
He's the winner from the first inaugural race, right?
But here comes Charles. Hanging out with him. Hey,
here comes Charles.
I think I got a racer.
Charles.
He's hanging out with this guy. This guy's a Blazer.
So what you're saying is you can confirm that Racing Stripes go zoom.
This one's at least hanging with these guys. Mine's a 93 Dorking, right?
So a garbage bird.
It's got stripes.
What's happening right there, the fact that they're working so hard and it's not going anywhere, like I feel like that's probably something that I need to fix, because this is a bummer. Like this race right now has been, it's a lot like the one that I was in, is that this one's taking the lead and there's not much. It's cool to see them
and
show
here
up
they come. He hit his wall.
Oh, here's Charles.
There's Charles.
Oh,
with 60 meters to go though. It's an early move.
Yes.
Oh, it'd be terrible if he won.
I hung out in third place this whole time. And this race ran 3 times, but they scrapped 2 of the races, so you can't see them.
Oh.
And my old boy Charles finishes twice, or second twice, and third once. So
spoilers.
Well, you can't see them, so they're already gone. We don't
see this one.
Well, he's up there. He's hanging out in first right now.
Oh, that's Sultan. I see him.
I don't know. Charles is having a terrible time. He's falling
Charles
back.
Is fading. He's fading.
Oh no. Where is FaZe?
He faded all the way to 8.
He's gone.
He died.
He died.
Man, that was like me trying to finish the mile in under 5 minutes.
Oh, he's coming back.
He's coming
back.
On
his way back.
Trucking in.
Get a second wind. Come on, Charles. Charles.
Charles is not in
Third.
Hold on for a third place finish. Racing Stripes go.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
It's not bad for a 93.
Hey, but look. I think this was a pretty tough race. If you look at the number of Sultans that were in this race, it was a pretty stacked race compared to some of them that I've seen throughout the day.
Yeah, little Orange Will held on. That was cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and one thing that I would love to see, and I saw some people talking about it in the chat, and I'm almost certain that they're going to be putting this in, because Redhead Kingpen made a little edit of my happy birthday victory, and he slowed down and focused in on the end, and you actually saw like that how close it was at the end. And I really hope we see something like that, because that was dramatic and cool. When I won that race, I was just like, oh, did I actually win? And like being able to see that slowdown and the finish line, I think we're going to see some fun stuff once they really start putting this out. For day one, I am really happy with everything we're seeing here.
Absolutely. I'm even though I didn't get in a race, I mean that.
Pick a race.
Just grab one more.
Yeah, Josh, pick a race. Which one do you want to see? Which one sounds good to you?
Just adopt a bird.
What we have again? Maybe we should
bird.
do a terrain that we haven't seen. Maybe.
Yeah, which
seen
terrain?
track.
That's right. We wanted to see a snow
ice.
one, right?
There we go. Ice.
There you go.
It's 200 meters, but all right.
It's all right. It went pretty fast.
Let's see if anyone was in this race that gives them a little.
I haven't seen this race. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. The road.
Oh, we got some names.
We got a
Where's
robot.
the beef? Diamond Hands.
Oh, this is a good one.
Oh, I'm going with the Roadrunner. Roadrunner's my guy.
Roadrunner, is that the robot?
No, Diamond Hands looks like he's the robot.
No.
Yeah.
See, I can't
Yeah,
tell.
the robot looks all right.
Starbuck trucking out in front.
I watched this race earlier.
Oh no!
If I was the owner of a certain bird, I'd have been cursing a lot.
Where's the beef?
Where is the beef? Is looking for it in the rear.
Is up to 7th. Oh, the beef's making a move.
Diamond Hands hanging in there.
Beef coming on strong.
I think the feet look like they're running in the right direction to me on this race.
I saw a little something that Josh talked about there. I think
they go backwards occasionally.
It could be optical,
but it could just be the choppiness of the video. And again,
right.
I don't think if you were to go to the website and watch these on your machine that they'd probably look this slow and choppy. But it's just our connection. We'll get that sorted out.
Yeah, like where's the beef has gone from 8th to 6th, and like we're not seeing any of that. Although we got a
Diamond Hands
on these two guys.
Diamond Hands is moving.
That robot getting out front.
Like nope, Diamond Hands.
Purple Coleman Waddle. Purple Comb, I should say.
But did he go too soon? Still 80 meters left.
No, 80 left. That's right. It's the 200
Oh my gosh.
meter race.
This is a grinder. See, this would be tough to call this for 200 meters. Like you're sitting here, you need them together for 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
I think you need them together. You need a little
mini map. I need to see where they're at. And I need to be able to see the majority of the birds in the screen.
Diamond Hands and Starbuck hanging out first and second. And then where's the beef coming out in 6th? Come on, Roadrunner in last.
Oh, Starbuck's coming back.
Back on the screen.
Here they all come.
Where's the beef up to 5th?
Oh, where's the beef coming in?
There's so much. The only one that's just like sitting back there is Roadrunner. I mean, I guess I shouldn't have picked Roadrunner on ice or snow. Yeah, but this is where like we'll be able to throw in some fun stuff like color commentators. Like I can be a chaos demon with my color commentating when the time comes.
That's what I'm saying.
Hands.
Like you got to just go with the John Madden thing.
You see, where's the beef? He's coming in there, and he's in 4th place now.
I wish too that maybe you could hover over the birds and see the coop owner. Maybe
Diamond Hands time to hodl the lead.
Diamond Hands holding on strong. Starbuck coming into 2nd place. Where's the beef? Has crept into 3rd.
But here comes Roadrunner.
Roadrunner better make a move. Oh man!
He went from 7th to 2nd in the last 0.2 of a second. It went from like boom to boom.
Starbuck was dominating that race and just took a dive at the end.
Diamond Hands just stalling at the tape as well. But
hey, in the end, you have a robot that placed. I think if you had a robot that didn't place at all, that would be very disheartening right now. But it placed, it was there the entire time in the beginning. It is crazy to see how just at the end it goes haywire. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like it doesn't matter. It's like an NBA basketball game. The only thing that matters is the last 5 minutes. So, I mean, it's but I'm still having a lot of fun watching it. And I just can't wait until there's a little bit more of that throughout. And of course, in the middle, when you feel like you might be getting a little tired, that's when the talents are going to make it crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Talents are going to be so much fun.
Yeah, and if they tune it that birds are a little bit closer, like it'll fill that gap. If you start seeing some of that shuffling of the pack further back, see who's going too early.
Even if they can't do that, just show those birds in the middle. I don't mind the bird going out and dying and falling back. If we don't need to see that solo bird doing that. Mm-hmm. If the whole pack all of a sudden catches up and then that little bird's in the corner of your screen right here, you're like, oh, that bird's dying. He's falling behind. The whole pack is catching up.
Is there another track we haven't seen? Which one? We've done 4 now, right?
Oh,
we've done one on road.
Road.
Is road the only one we haven't seen yet?
Burkina Faso.
Yeah, do the
Papua New Guinea. Have we done the sand one? Okay.
Or sand. Have we done a sand?
And that's a little sandbox, right?
Yeah, that's sand or beach.
I don't think we've done sand or road.
Sand or road? Which one? This one's shorter.
Let's road both.
Do them both.
Do them both.
Let's see who else. Little bit of both. Goat.
We got Paul. Danny. We got Goat. We got Danny Trejo.
Easter Week.
Cousin of Henny Trejo. My bird.
Oh, come on, Paul.
Goat is out. Paul.
Goat.
Jeez, Paul.
White beak goat running out in front.
Who named their bird Paul? Like, it's just
Paul.
I love it.
Against
Hey, I got a
balls.
bird named Clarence. He's a wonky-eyed lack.
Look at that white beak go.
You bet. Go.
what does the white beak do?
Out to a tremendous lead.
What the white beak does is go fast.
Danny Trejo hanging in the second. I need to. Yeah, see, I need names next to the chickens so I can.
Oh
see
yeah,
that.
that makes it so much easier to be able to be
Yeah.
funny on the spot.
Once naming is fixed, we need people to start naming more of their
Whoop.
birds.
Paul in 6th.
Yeah,
Not
if you're
ready
gonna
to
race
give up.
them,
I agree.
You're gonna
about
race
a
them,
minute. Even
name
if they change the camera to focus on the bulk of the action, even if you like, or turn it around so you could look at the back of the race a little bit, so you could see where they're at. I don't know.
or you can
The
even
way-
zoom out a little bit, right? It doesn't
Right.
have
Yeah.
to be so. It could
Pan
even
out,
zoom
yeah.
out. Yeah.
The way the leader at this
Oh.
point of every
Here
race
it
seems to
comes.
really like battle
15,
and hit a wall like
893
that.
coming in
Oh.
hot. Goat running
He's
out
on
of
a tre-
steam. Denny
he's on a
Trejo
treadmill.
running out of steam. We got a Sarama coming
Sarama?
in hot.
Is
It's
Sarama
gonna
gonna
be
take the
close.
lead?
Sarama
The white
mama?
beak doesn't
Oh.
make it.
Go,
The white
go-
beak is running in place.
Goat got fifth.
The white
It
beak
look-
didn't even play.
It looked like he was running on a treadmill at the end. He was just running in place.
He lost all traction.
This is a named
Ty.
chicken fudge show.
East or west tied with goat.
Name chicken fud. Look at that.
Named chicken fud.
110-10, 110-10, 110-13. Yeah.
Paul, you asked for it. You named yourself Paul.
That was not a fast name.
Paul, I like your name. I'll buy you.
Please name all your chickens Paul. Paul 1,
Please name all your
Paul
chickens
2,
Paul.
Paul 3,
Paul
Paul 4,
3.
Paul 5.
Paul, I'll take you to
Paulie.
my coop and tender you up, and we'll teach you how to run.
What are you gonna do to that chicken? Okay. moving on.
Tenderize him. Hey, what do we do
Family
to
show.
chickens?
Some sand? Do we want to
Yeah,
finish
do
on
the
some
sand
sand?
one.
All right. Should we go with the glitch race or just see what happens?
But the glitch race, we don't know which one's going to count, so I'd hate to show
Right.
the one
Okay.
that
And this one's a
doesn't
little bit
count.
shorter, so let's go with
It's
this
also-
one.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do
the
it.
glitch
Let's
race
go
is
with an
long.
official one.
All right. Here we go.
Go to Papua New Guinea.
Port Moresby.
James Dean, Roman Hardcock.
Angelina Jolie. Roman Hardcock.
We're just going to call him Roman.
All right, Roman.
James Dean.
Roman
some chicken
Hardcock and
numbers.
James Dean in the lead here.
Roman
A
needs
match
a
made in
sponsor from
masculinity
the
heaven.
Male Erectile Dysfunction Company.
I do appreciate the people who named their
Angelina
Saramas,
Jolie.
even if they named
Hi.
them James Dean and Angelina Jolie.
Hi, I'm Roman Hardcock, and I'm here with Extends.
No, I think there's a company called Roman.
There is.
Isn't
Roman.
there a company called
Yes.
Roman?
Dave to
Roman.
throw the old
Yeah.
not doing it thing.
Come on, that's a perfect sponsor.
Look at Blake over here. Like, isn't there a company named Roman? Like, he doesn't already know.
I've seen the commercial. What are you saying? Age? Is
It's
this
a great
an age
commercial.
joke?
He watches late night
Is-
infomercials.
Yeah, he's
Is this an
50 years
age joke?
old. Yeah.
Check it out. We got a white
Hey,
beak James Dean.
as I'm watching
hanging
the
out in second
military
place.
channel, this is
Roman
what comes
Hardcock
on.
out to an extensive lead. 2 Saramas up in the top 3. We got a Sultan creeping into 4th.
This is a pretty
Did
stacked
Roman
race, too.
Hardcock go out too hard and too fast?
Yes. I'm gonna bet yes. What do you guys think?
I haven't seen
I
anyone
haven't-
hold their lead yet, so I
Me
expect
neither.
Roman Hardcock to finish 6th.
I'm
going to
keep fudding names. I think it's going to be an all numbers podium.
All numbers podium.
Fudding the names.
40
I tell you
meters
what.
to go. Roman
No, give-
Hardcock pulling away from the pack.
Give me
Pulling away.
Angelina for a 2nd place finish.
If my bird jumps up to the front, I'm just walking away from the screen from now on.
Yeah.
That's
seriously.
over. You lost.
If I'm Roman Hardcock, I am
Done.
soft.
See ya. I would have thrown my computer screen across
There
the
it
room.
is. He's
Just
dying.
feeling
Oh, he's
entirely-
running on a
Seems to
treadmill.
be going a little limp. We got
He's running on a treadmill.
Angelina Jolie coming in hot in 2nd place.
Come on,
He's looking
on,
flaccid.
numbers.
Roman.
Numbers.
Roman's looking
Numbers.
flaccid. That's great.
All numbers.
Bye bye. He
Oh.
finished last.
Roman
Dead
is going
last.
full limp.
We were so close to our
Last
first
place.
Sarama winner.
Man, it's if there's one place that Roman Hardcock doesn't want to finish last, it's here.
Uh,
Yeah, this isn't the bedroom.
Man.
hey, this is the time where you don't want to take too long, right?
Oh man. Beautiful. Well, numbers came in. FUD those names.
I'm probably yelling into the mic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we all are.
We all got a little too excited. Kind of like Roman.
Yeah.
Poor Roman.
Poor
Better go
guy.
pop some more of them.
Listen, he meant well. He tried his hardest.
He's now famous. We just made him famous.
But in
Roman
completely
hard guy.
useless data, there were 10 Sarama chickens entered into races today, and 5 of them finished second, but none of them won.
I think I have a better way to call
Man.
races instead.
Hey,
of the way
I'll
I'm
take
doing
that. That's pretty good odds.
50% chance of second?
If 50% chance of a podium for
Yeah.
sure.
What were you saying, Josh?
And if you were to give those numbers, like if you give, that's pretty good.
I just had an idea for a better way to broadcast these to make it funny like once we get down the road to where like more named birds are in races and it's not just numbers, like a full on like Mystery Science Theater 3000 take on races as opposed to calling the race.
Especially when names are like that.
Yes, exactly.
I like how everyone hated
like how
the
I just
cock
broke
names.
into an advertisement halfway through, like that popped in my head, and I'm like, oh my god, this totally takes me back to Mystery Science Theater 3000.
What happened?
I hit another one.
Oh,
Sir Winklebottom.
FaZe.
Jack Torrance.
FaZe got in 3? Are you serious?
Sir Winklebottom.
Jack Torrance.
Hey, if I'm Sir Winklebottom, I'm looking good. I like Sir Winklebottom here. Something fits right about his 7th place start.
Start slow. Start
Wait,
slow.
Jack
Did some-
Torrance.
Hold on. Did someone just name themselves a chicken? Like Jack Torrance just seems like a guy's name.
Like,
What is
is
Jack-
that a celebrity?
Jack
If we
Torrance.
Google Jack Torrance, what
Revenge.
comes up?
Somebody Google Jack Torrance.
Come on, Sir Winklebottom.
How do you know Sir
can do it.
Winklebottom isn't a real person? Hello,
Yeah.
I'm Sir
Oh,
Winklebottom.
guys, we're a bunch of Jack Torrance is from The Shining.
Oh no!
Bunch
Wait.
of on-air idiots.
Hold on.
More
no
idiots
one,
now.
No. No
Hey,
one knows Jack's
I did not
last name.
participate.
Listen to me. No one knows Jack's last name. I'll tell you right now, I didn't. Therefore, no one does.
Come on, Sir. Here comes Sir Winklebottom. He's coming.
Sir Winklebottom.
Winklebottom.
Numbered chickens taken up first, second, and third.
FaZe Apex is fading.
Yes, hard.
Hey, we made Dave an idiot.
Hey, this is a.
We did it.
Love the John Madden announcer bringing back.
Well, you see,
FaZe
Sir
Apex is
Winklebottom,
the
he's
one that
just coming
finished
in there
last
at
in
second
mine.
place. I was at the third.
Here's Sir Winklebottom. Look
Come
at
on,
him.
dorks.
I told you. Yes.
Holy crap.
Come on,
Sir
Winkle.
Winklebottom coming in hot.
Come on, Winkle.
Jack Torrance is trying
I
to
think
make a
he's
move.
just got the goofy eyes that makes him run just a little faster. You know?
Oh, yeah, Sir Winklebottom coming in hot.
Oh, he's good. Come on.
Winkle.
Come on. Don't hit the
Don't-
shield.
Don't sleep
Don't
on
hit-
FaZe Apex.
Push it out.
FaZe Apex.
Come on,
Sir
Winklebottom.
Winkleman.
Jack Torrance running in the back.
Come
White
on.
Beak hanging in
Oh.
there.
Winkle.
White Beak's hanging in there. We
Numbered
got a White Beak in the
chickens.
lead. White Beaks.
Oh.
White Beaks confirmed.
White Beaks confirmed.
No.
It'd be White Beaks.
He dropped off the table earlier, so it's like 50-50 on them too.
Carlos
Tough
in
day
the
for
chat
FaZe.
says that's his chicken. And you and
Which
Dave
one?
have something in common. You both won a race and got dead last. Oh,
Yeah, man. FaZe had a difficult day, like the back and forth. That was you got your win. So, but yeah,
roller
that's
coaster.
yeah,
A
that's
lot of
especially
races.
that one race where they just shot out like a cannon. No, that's great. Well, I made an ass of myself.
By the
today.
way, this is going to be the only day where we're probably able to run the same bird multiple times in a chick race.
Tyler, you say that like we don't do a chicken podcast about racing.
I just wanted to make sure I got it in.
This is Mensa level stuff here.
This is so stupid. It's smart. That's how we're dealing with this one. All right. So, well, I'm glad we did that. I wouldn't have embarrassed myself with my pop culture lack of
So
knowledge.
is it still
without
3
clicking that
idiots
one.
and Dave?
We'll see. We're dragging them over.
I think I lost some points for not remembering who Jack Torrance was.
Guilty by association. I mean, I came in.
We're
strong.
roping you in.
The longer he hangs out with us, the lower his IQ gets.
It's like a vortex of idiots. And you're getting sucked in
Vortex
slowly.
of idiots.
We're just seeping it out of him like sponges.
They can see that right now, like someone giving a review of the Coop Collective, a vortex of idiots.
I would wear that as a badge of honor.
Come on, the guy doesn't even know who Jack Torrance is. Jesus.
Look, give anyone a podcast.
Yeah. We definitely figured out a way to do this now instead of trying to be serious about it.
They're too busy talking about Roman Hardcock and don't even know who Jack Torrance is.
Here with
Roman Hardcock saved the show. That's it right there. We will immortalize a Roman Hardcock. Now it's going to be on the market for like 4 ETH.
Listen, what goes into a name? Well, we're talking about it. So, I mean, clearly that one isn't that bad.
No, I guess not.
No, he pulled it off.
Yeah, but would you buy it?
I think that's up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he sells it to me good because it sucks, I'll probably buy it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It sucks.
Roman
right?
Hardcock only knows one speed, and that's hard.
Let's go until I can't anymore.
I mean,
Start fast.
Stay
We're making
hard on the track.
we're making conclusions after one race, right? That's
Right.
the rule.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the
sweet.
rule.
You can jump on
conclusions.
bandwagons. It's okay.
All right.
Drop them to the floor. I'll buy them.
I don't think Saramas are ever going to win a race.
No.
Forever
they're not.
the
Fud 'em.
bridesmaid, never the bride. Saramas.
Today told me one thing. It's that Sultans are the way forward.
We are not here to fud Saramas.
We love your Saramas.
They were actually, I saw quite a few place. They didn't win, but I saw
We
quite
just
a few
said
up on the podium.
50%. Isn't that what Dave just said?
Yeah,
They also-
50% placed in second. Yeah.
Only 10 of them ran today, which is obviously the fewest of any heritage. So
Right.
the other heritage all had 20 or 30 entrants. So
Yeah.
Did they
smallest
place
sample size.
50%?
No, nobody actually performed like that.
Yeah.
They were the best at placing,
Right.
but the worst at winning.
Do
So-
we
I was curious.
Good.
I know we kind of touched on this earlier a little bit, but curious your thoughts after. So we had a race, the sixth race of the same birds, and they said only one was official, but we do see all different results in each race. I just wanted to ask Dave his thought process after last week's explanation of what goes into that.
Well,
Thoughts.
let me before
After
Dave
seeing
chimes in.
after seeing, like I said,
before Dave
I feel
speaks,
like
Blake
it's
has something
rare
to
we're
say.
ever going to see a race with the
Blake wants to be wrong before I correct him.
Well, no, what I was going to say is the reason why we're able to see them now is because the devs went to sleep right after. So they just haven't had time to scrap these ones that aren't going to
I
count
get that.
off
That's
yet.
not my
Okay.
point.
Right,
My
right.
point is we have 6 races with 6 different results,
Right.
and they're
Yeah.
all the same distance, and they're all the same birds. That's something we're never rarely ever going to see,
Right.
ever. So I'm just curious your thought process in that of seeing that play out like that with different results like that.
Yeah. So to me, that speaks to the consistency factor of it all. That if you run the same race 100 times, you're not going to get the same set of outcomes. The best bird is probably going to win more often than not. And of course, 6 races isn't really a great sample size to judge that over. You could have
Right.
gotten 6 outliers. Like if we ran it 100 times and plotted it, there'd be some results that would start to show, okay, this is probably the best bird on this specific distance terrain combination.
So someone
there's-
actually, sorry, I was just going to interject there quick. So someone actually put a spreadsheet together with all the 8 birds in it with all the results that happened. And there was really only one bird that had pretty consistent results. And that was the one that won twice, like I said, got 4th twice and got 7th twice. So, I mean, in my opinion, that is pretty consistent. The rest of them were all over the board.
Yeah. So if I was the owner of that board, I'd probably be writing down this racetrack and thinking, okay, that might be a good place for some further testing
Right.
of that chicken because it seems to do well here.
Right.
Yeah, they made the sum totals. Is that the chart you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
If you look over on the right, yeah. So Kobe Bean Bryant, it looks like tested out at a lowest score of all 6 races of a 19 score out of both between 1 through 5 finishes, right? Or 1 through 8
Wait,
finishes.
what are you looking at? I'm not looking at a chart, I guess.
I'm gonna send this to you here real quick.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. Because
Someone compiled all the different breakdowns of this one.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Yes.
it's just I understand that it's a small sample size, but I feel like not so much that there's any data we can get out of this, but I mean this is
See my stupid.
It's kind of unique to be able to see 6 different races.
I just took a screenshot on my phone, so it's not the best. Let me see if I can get it.
Let me go look.
Let me try to get this a different way.
To me.
Guys fill it in. Hold on a second. Find this here.
And that chicken that was actually that seemed to be the most consistent was a 90 dork.
Do you want to expand just the field there, Tyler?
Yes, hold on.
Yeah, the one you're on.
Just click open any of them.
The stop one. All right, there we go. Mm-hmm. All right, so
excuse me.
There you go. There's our first one. That gives us all the names and breakdown of them.
Yeah, Sultan, 99% Sultan.
Mm-hmm.
I DM'd you. There you go.
Yeah, you would think on paper that 99% Sultan and the 100% Dork would be the two that would be expected to win the most often. Again, that assumes they're on the right track for them to perform.
Don't remember who sent this. I got this from, let me give them a shout out here.
The other thing, as Blake's finding that,
I got it.
I think it was from Talk Derby to Me is who I got that. The Chig.
You know, and that's the thing too. This is just it's going to be a tough reality if people put too much emphasis on the perfection score. Yeah, it's right there and it seems like it's everything that should matter, but this is at least day one has shown us that it matters, but maybe not as much as we initially thought. Now, this is still just the first races, and I still am not putting nearly as much emphasis on any of these as, I will with a full data set. But
I pointed this out. So somebody pointed out that the statement of the 99 would beat 100, or the 100 would beat a 99 most of the time, right?
Yeah.
That just means that the 100 will beat the 99 51 out of 100 times, or any range from that to 100, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that they could win 51 and 49 and take any two random birds and at 100 and a 99, and they may only win 51 and the other one is 49. That means more than 100, right? The hundreds win more than a 99. I mean,
right.
So I think we some people kind of took that to mean that it's going to be above and beyond the greatest. If you compare that though to a 90, I think those odds are a lot more in favor of the 100 over 100 races.
Right.
And just for the record, 7 100s ran in official races today, and 4 of them were on the podium.
There you go. That's more than half.
You don't want domination. They can't win every time, but that's a good number. That's a really good number. We were talking, it's like 21% or something like that. It yields you a pretty, if you are on the podium, like 21% of the time, you're having a great bird. So
right here, like this Kobe Bean Bryant, 100 dork. He got 4th in the first race, 4th in the second race, 2nd in the third race, 2nd in the 4th race, 5th in the 5th race, 2nd in the 6th race. That's pretty consistent.
It's really consistent. Yeah. I mean, so that's what you're buying for 100. So,
and so he was the best out of this grouping. In fact, the bird right below him, which was chicken 26,958, actually graded out at the worst, but he's not that far off from the rest of the pack.
Sorry, Wally.
Wally.
But even then, if you look, most of the pack is between 25 and 27, right? Or 25 and 29.
Right.
I'm having a tough time seeing it just on my phone. The 99 Sultan, how did that map out?
The 99 Sultan came out.
Do I need to make it bigger or what?
Came out a grade
of
29. So
yeah,
he was the third worst.
Yeah, so that's a little wild. Yeah, but then again, it's such a small sample size. So but they did win the very first.
They
did win a race.
So I think if you look at maybe ROI, that I would be curious to see this chart based off winnings as well, and see how that differs a little bit, right? Because that first place may be as good as a bird that got third place 2 or 3 times.
Here's the thing too. I just went through that chicken won one race and then got third place in another.
Yeah.
So in 6 races, if you're placing 2 times and one of them's a win, then you're doing just fine.
That's a positive ROA bird.
Absolutely.
And ideally you want to be finishing 7th or 8th in the races where you're not podiuming.
That's true. Yeah.
You don't want to be 4 or 5.
Yeah, based on the fact that that'll kind of stick you in the higher rankings, and you'll kind of sit there in purgatory depending on how they break down the pecking order. So yeah, absolutely.
So just kind of with any chart, some of them we're only looking at one set of the data here, as far as, you know, we're not calculating the other piece of that, right? As far as,
yeah, there's so many things that we don't know they've applied yet. Although Dave said, I think last episode, that they believe that just about anything that should be affecting the birds as far as their heritage or their wattle color or the combs and cosmetics probably is intertwined right now.
Well, no, what I was saying is, I mean, we're not taking into consideration the ROI when we're looking at this chart here. We're just looking at the placement, right?
Yeah.
So
that's misleading. Yeah, it's misleading to say third worst, but
yeah.
The chart is actually saying that a 4th place finish is better than an 8th place finish, but
in reality, it's the same.
In reality, an 8th place finish actually might be. You can make the argument it's better.
On this bird, as I went through,
and it takes you to see.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Look at here's the bird right here that he got 25 and 24. The bird that had 24 had 2 7th place finishes. The bird that had 25 had a 6th and an 8th, and then the rest were top 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
and that Sultan finished in 3 of those races in the bottom 3. So yeah, so that's where you have the that breakdown where it says it performed the 3rd worst. But then again, ROI is the only thing that really matters here. And
I want to point out something too. And this is the kind of data that we promised to share what came out in beta, right? I don't think, you know, a lot of people worried about, or is data going to be shared in beta and this and that, you know, that was the thing for a while. These are the kind of little nuggets, like how many chances, as we've said, are we going to get to see 6 identical birds run the same race?
Probably never.
So this set of data here is, again, something that everybody should see to kind of gauge how these birds are scaled to run.
Yeah, it's possible that we'll see maybe 1 or 2 duplicates as we the devs try to fix this out, and we'll see how well they take care of this issue. But yeah, the 6 of the same exact on the same course. Yeah, probably never again. This is actually a pretty cool thing to have happened that shut everything down. So
there's another one too. There's one that went 3 times. Which one was that?
That was the Charles Bockley race.
That was mine.
Blake's race.
Oh, right. Yeah, and same thing. You said your bird placed all 3 times, right?
Yeah, my guy got a 2nd twice and 3rd once, and the race that counted was the one that got 3rd. So
Racing Stripes go zoom.
Maybe 100% placement race.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. But
no, I thought that was pretty cool, just to point that out, that you know, not every race is going to be the same. And that it's really up to, you know, what it's like we had talked about. It's like kind of like the consistency meter is like a dice roll almost. It's like, oh, how consistent are you gonna be this race? Well, then it just kicks off.
What's a good point too is I wonder how much consistency factored in without the PO working correctly. I wonder how much PO is tied to consistency. So if you go up, let's say you go up +4, +4, +4, does your consistency rating take a pretty big hit because you got those +4 increases quickly?
See, the way I see pecking order is that's just ranking your classification as far as what races you can enter and what races you can't enter.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, we did get an update on the tutorial with some pretty good information.
Yeah, Blake found that early on. He grabbed that, and I was reading that even before things dropped. Yeah.
Basically, the 1st and 8th place have a positive of 4 and a negative 4. And then it goes down to, isn't it 2, 1, and then zeros? So 5 and 6 are zeros, if I'm remembering right. But
4 and 5 is 0.
Say that again.
4 and 5 would be 0. That'd be the middle of the race.
4, there we go. 4 and 5 are 0. Sorry.
Yeah, D was saying in the chat, as a beta community, we could intentionally agree to test one race with the same 8 birds, you know, but that is tough to get everyone together to do that, especially early on. But
there is no way.
Yeah, 1,000 people agreeing on something.
Yeah. Oh, there's no way.
That's the tough thing. Like that's one of those things in theory, like it could work, and maybe down the line, if
they would have to do an invite, race for that to happen, because I mean, I don't know if the person that commented on that was trying to get into any races today, but
today was wild.
If you got into a race, and then when you did get into a race, I had like split seconds to decide what birds to run, and my head was so all over the place. I assume
most people just took the first bird out of their coop and went.
No,
yeah, I think I made a mistake. I was trying to get a specific bird in the second race, and it was lower down. And I think that cost me getting in a second race at this day, because that birthday
probably did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got into the first one with Jennifer Lopez, who was the top of my coop, just first click.
Oh yeah, no, Charles is about number 4 down on the list for me.
But the second one I ran, that Sultan is actually like second from bottom in my coop, so I had to scurry for that one.
I wonder if that played a factor, like you said, because I thought once I got the green check mark that I was good, but I don't know. Like
I got the green check mark twice and didn't end up in a race. It even said lane assigned for me.
Yeah,
really?
Too.
Mm-hmm. And you didn't get in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Most of the time, it's an error 400 popped up, and that's
what I got, like error 504 or 4 something. Yeah.
Which is on their Trello board as something to fix. So hopefully that error 400 shows in the future as race filled or something more informative.
They actually some links were kind of floating around before the announcement today, and that was on one of them, that they had like known issues, and I thought that's pretty cool. That, I mean, before the races have even started, they're letting us know a heads up of, hey, here's some things that you might encounter during this first beta phase, right? I was overall, I mean, we majority of us 4 got birds that ran, so we might feel a little bit different. But I think even if I didn't have a bird that was able to run, I think it was a successful day.
I'm not complaining, even though I'm complaining.
You're complaining. I'm not complaining, but
I'm not complaining, even though I'm complaining. So the pecking order, they've given an updated chart on how that will break down. Each chicken is given a certain amount of pop, each when hatched based on its perfection in stock. After a race, your chicken will gain or lose pop based on its finishing position, gaining if it does well and losing if it does poorly. So you get first place, you gain 4. You get last place, you lose 4. And then it just kind of gradually tapers off. Second gets 2. Third gets 1, fourth 0, fifth 0, sixth -1, seventh -2.
Yep, this was the exact idea I was thinking before about, like that board account kind of setup. This is a variation of that, and fourth and fifth staying exactly where they are. I think this is great because this incentivizes, winning obviously, and doesn't kill you if you end up in fourth and fifth. You kind of just stay where you are. So
right,
I think that works. I think that's a fair way to do it, and it only really hurts you if you're in last.
Yeah, and
so that's hard. Some people will look at that number going down, though. But once you're in the C category, there's really you don't want to get 8th once you're in category C, right?
Unless you want to stay there.
Yeah, but if you're getting 8th and 8th and 8th and
well,
I mean,
then it might be time to bench that bird.
Yeah,
if you're deep into C,
I think
you have bigger problems.
So here's the other question, though. Like I had asked this a long time ago. Okay, so A is 60 to 80. So pecking order is capped at 80 then, or what?
Yeah, I would think that you can't get any higher than that. So that, if you started to pick up losses, you would still have a chance of dropping out of A.
Anything over 80 is the Hall of Fame category for the future.
Get them hundreds. But no, that's and also I beg the big question that owns everyone's mind is, and then Zed just did this so they could eliminate the sandbagging, was removing the free race pecking, or their order out of
adjustment
in races. So I'm curious if the pecking order will be only in paid races, like the point changes and stuff like that, calculations.
I think at first and again, all these, keep in mind, it doesn't matter at this point in beta anyways, because it's all going to get scrapped. All of our POs are going to go back, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Or what if they just took the top, 3. Like if you place, your pecking order goes up, but you can't go down. You can't sandbag in a free race. But if you win it, you at least get those pecking order points. I don't know. Just a thought.
I wonder how many free races they're going to be, and how quickly they're going to fill. How often are you going to be able to get that bird into a free race? Because if you think about it, it's going to take, you would have to finish last.
That's the thing.
In 4 races.
You have to finish last to really make any type of extra effort. -2 isn't great, but if you're not finishing last, then your tank just, any money.
But if you're -2 and +2 and -4 and +2, +2, -1, you're sitting there and you're just hanging out and not making any money.
Yeah. I think at least on the surface, we'll see how it ashes out. But on the surface, I think that's a pretty solid breakdown to try to, if nothing else, decentivize the idea of trying to tank.
The tanking, though, can be mitigated by the randomness of the placement of the birds. If you are if you know how to tank, then that tells me that the birds aren't running as random as they should. Right. If I know that, hey, I can put my bird in this and he's going to finish at 8th place.
Right. Yeah. And that's another thing. Once you throw in the acts of God, which we haven't seen yet, once you throw in the talents, it in my opinion, I feel like it'd be damn near impossible to make sure that your bird finishes even 7-8 over and over again. That's just as improbable as finishing, or
second over again.
Yeah, I think so.
Because not to pick on the other game, but they left some pretty big loopholes in terms of like you could race above your class. So I could race in a field where I knew I was going to lose. And there was less randomness to it. If I put my horse on the wrong distance, I knew pretty safely, unless a bunch of other sandbaggers were in that race, I was going to be fine. I was going to lose. Mm-hmm. But I hope chickens are, even if they have a best distance and a best terrain, that they're not useless if you get the terrain wrong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I still think that randomness and the consistency play a big part in that. And it's just that it's your consistency has a better possibility on the track of your preference. And then the chance of when you run on a bad track, you still have that possibility of winning that race possibly, but it's just not as likely as it would be on your regular terrain.
Yeah. We might see some birds that kind of shake out to be an A-, B+ bird, like they're hanging out near that line, and you might be able to manage them a bit to keep them on the B side of the line, so maybe you win a bit more. But as soon as you win,
you go up.
You're back into that A- category.
Yeah, that's
Chad Carter. I saw it.
What?
I see that retracted message, but I saw it.
Oh no, I didn't see what it was. Actually, I missed it.
He just said that this game's already much more entertaining than the
other game.
The other game, yeah.
The other game would never
the
allow
four-legged game. The two-legged game is more entertaining than the four-legged game, is what he's mean.
Four-legged racing? That is so last week.
The game that shall not be named.
The game that shall not be named, yeah.
Listen, we hope people make all sorts of money on that other game.
And
then to buy chickens. Yeah, buy more chickens.
Not financial advice.
Eski got stuck.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
and it's back.
Gotcha. Yeah, Carlos, I get it. I wish I could race tomorrow too, but I do feel like we're probably looking at like a 1 to 2 day pause here, and then maybe by the weekend we ramp up again. It's a bummer, but
I bet those dudes have just been grinding for the last 2-3 weeks, and I'm sure they're just like, all right, we gave them some races. Let's get some sleep for 24, take a 24-hour chill and we'll regroup tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm totally.
I bet you'd have a hard time keeping them away from working tomorrow morning. They'll be back at it. This is their baby at this point.
I predicted 24 to 48 hours from the time it went down. So it may be as soon as like mid-afternoon our time tomorrow. We'll see.
I'm not going to live in Discord tomorrow waiting for it. Just based on their last message, I'm going to.
Well, us down south of the border are going to be most of us eating some Thanksgiving. So
yeah, put your phone away, eat some turkey.
Take a nap.
enjoy your family and don't yell at each other about politics.
Watch some
that's the only thing I ask of you.
Hey,
don't do it.
Instead of politics, show them some bird races.
Show them the birds.
There you go.
I feel so bad for a lot of Thanksgivings because there's just been so much
don't do it.
Going around.
Just birds.
Yeah, just birds. It will cure everything.
My whole family's back home and I'm here alone.
It will cure
chicken races.
It will cure all your
ungrateful coops alone.
So I was sad to not have races tomorrow because now I'm not gonna have anything to do.
It will cure all of your family controversies. Just pull out the tablet and show them some chickens.
Yeah. Speaking of chickens,
don't worry, Josh. Roman Hardcock can keep you company tomorrow.
Introduce that uncle to Roman Hardcock.
There you go.
I'm gonna make a new video for that.
That's short. Yeah, we need a 30-second short
I'm Roman
commercial.
Hardcock here, and I'm trying to tell you about Shotwell candy. Speaking of chickens,
hey, we could do the singing bird in Roman Hardcock's voice for
Fledge, we're on to you. Let's get that singing bird back. I need some more singing bird in my life.
Chickens, we've got a giveaway going on. Swing by the Coop Collective Discord and check that out in the giveaway channel. It's up for 24 hours. We're thinking of everybody around the world, so get yourself in there and try and win a chicken. And we'd like to also thank what was that? B2. That is right. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Always love doing chicken giveaways, and that's pretty amazing for the community that you are so thoughtful to do that, man. Appreciate it. So go solicit that. If you're here for the first time, like and subscribe our YouTube channel at right up top there, and check out Cock Talk Derby on Twitter and our new Twitch page, which I am still trying to figure out. Coop Collective Racing. I already saw some people subscribe to that, baby. So be on the lookout for some future race videos coming there. That's where most of the majority of those will be. You'll still be able to find them on YouTube here because we'll post them under this banner as well.
I love how the butter emote has found its way back to the giveaway. I think that needs to be there every single time now.
Yeah.
The butter emote will not get you a better chance of getting the bird, but I do appreciate it.
So, from the Coop Collective, we are here, all four of us. I am Grateful Coops, at MBX Express on my left, at Waddle Waddle Racing Coops. Oh, speaking of that, you can name your Coops. Don't forget to do that, people.
Name them.
Claim them
names. Named mine. 20 characters. Waddle Waddle Racing is what 25? It is. 20. Nope.
Nailed it.
He said if we do in 21, somebody won 22, and then somebody won 23 and 24 and so forth. So he was like, 20 it is.
20 it is.
So pecking order racing fits, but I couldn't have Coop on the end.
I couldn't get Coop on the end of mine either.
RC, baby. Waddle Waddle RC.
No, just racing. We know.
There you go.
There you go.
We know. Waddle Waddle
don't
Racing.
Forget to name that Coop. And yes, as I was saying, Waddle Waddle Racing Coop up on the top left, and that Pecking Order Racing, the silent partner, no more above
caramels.
Me.
Eat them.
Tyler's eating caramel. So I'm going to end it right there. We are the Coop Collective, and we've got chicken races.
Why do you hate us, Josh? Why do
Happy
you hate
birthday's
us?
number one.
Why do you hate us?
Stop hating us, Josh.
Woo!
Hashtag Josh hates us.
Woo!
Happy birthday, bitches.